Alright. Time to see what kind of nonsense we're doing this time around. So, 3, 2, 1, stop. Acceleration of Suguri1. Alright. Let me see. That's not what I... The fact that it's showing button numbers, it makes me wonder about which controller it's actually looking for. Because it's just saying button 1, button 2, button 3. And I don't... And I think it's worth looking at my N64 controller. Okay. And I think this is another reason why I might be retiring this. Because if this in particular is gonna be like this about its controls, I don't know what I... That should be button 8. That should be button 9. Alright, let's see if that's actually... Let's see if that actually syncs up with what I'm actually doing here. No, it's not. Maybe it's because I had my other controller plugged in at the time. All right, let's see if it works now. No, it does not. All right, fine. What kind of achievements was I, It would help if I actually had the thing visible, right? That might be helpful. Right, so... Where are you? There you are. So what kind of achievements do I want to look into here? Defeat Suguri on normal. Win a fight without taking damage. Complete both story modes. And then online matches. So I've beaten... I guess easy. I had won it with Suguri. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, crap, crap. That thing continues to home in on me. There we go. How the heck did I get a rank B on that? Gotcha. Suguri. Bang! Cool. I presume to get the achievement I had to beat her on normal, huh? Fair enough. Haha. Okay, time ran out, but I won easily from the hell. Hime. There we go. Whew. Aha. So there's Nanako's story ending, whatever. Lately, I haven't been feeling very well. The reason is simple. It's because my bits are gone. Originally, my body was modified to manipulate them, so when they're gone, it's like a part of my body is gone. Well, there's no reason that I would need my bits in my current life, though. Even so, I just can't get used to feeling as if a part of my body is missing. Maybe that's the reason I've had such a bad temper lately. I know I have a bad temper, but I can't suppress it. When I think about how nasty the mind can be, I realize that whenever I look in the mirror, an unexpectedly ill tempered expression is reflected within it. I can't stand seeing it show up on my face. This bad temper is building up to an infinite loop of anger. If this continues, then one day I might be the girl with the most ill tempered face in the world. Trying to think about it as if it's happening to someone else, I wonder whether I can do anything about it. My bits aren't here, and I don't need them anymore. I just have to get used to the situation, right? That could take a while. It takes time. As I thought about this, I felt my temper building again. I'm the girl with the worst tempered face in the neighborhood. Again, I thought of this as if it was about someone else. For now, I can't stand it unless I distract myself. I go out for a walk. I really don't feel like going outside when the sun is shining too brightly. Luckily, it's a perfectly cloudy day today. The temperature is just right, too. I wonder if this will change my mood. At first, everything outside was unfamiliar, so when I went for walks, it just made me tired. I've become mostly used to it now, though. I've come to feel that the blue color of the sky is beautiful and that the unique smell of the grass isn't too bad either. I was able to get used to this, so why can't I get used to the fact that my bits are gone? I went out in hopes of changing my mood, but I just ended up thinking about my bits anyway. This isn't working. In further hopes of changing my mood, I find a nice spot to lay down at the base of a tree. This kind of thing is nice every now and then. a bed of grass and a pillow of tree roots, and now a blanket of wind. Maybe my mood will clear up a little if I take a nap in a place like this. Thinking this, I closed my eyes. Lick, lick. Huh? As my consciousness wandered, I felt something strange against my cheek. What is this? I turned my still sleepy head to the side and opened my eyes just a crack. There, I saw a furry animal. Nah! Unsurprised by my scream, the animal continued to lick my face. Hey, cut it out, you animal! I jump awake and hold the animal up. As I hold it, I can't figure out what it is. This animal is really small. Arf! The animal barks. Is this thing still just a baby? You just lick me and lick me. Is my face really that tasty? Arf! The animal answers my question perfectly. Oh, so my face really is that good. But you know, my face isn't cheap enough for an animal like you to taste. Arf, arf! The animal still seems to want to taste my face. All right, no more licking my face. I'll give you something good instead, though. I got a cookie out of my pocket and put it in my hand. I'm pretty sure it's a cookie made from vegetables. It should be okay for an animal to eat. Here, eat it. The animal began to eat it vigorously the moment it caught sight of it. So I guess you were hungry, eh? Urf! In that case, I'll give you a little more. I break the cookie into small pieces and feed it to the animal. The animal eats them energetically without losing momentum. You really do have the eating habits of an animal. It wouldn't be fun to just leave after giving the animal some food like this, though. Well, in that case, here, take this. I throw a piece of the cookie. The animal chases it frantically. This is great. Next, I throw a cookie piece in a different direction. The animal runs after it again. Maybe this is more fun than I thought. After a while, I'm down to just one piece of cookie. Last time, I threw it a little bit farther away. Even so, the animal went toward the correct location. Animal, this is the last one. Come back after you eat it. I was angry at first when it was licking my face, but for some reason it was fun playing like this. You seem kind of familiar to me. It runs in the direction that I throw food, and it comes back when I command it to return. I see. It's like my bits. Hey, are you always here? Arf. Oh, then I'll come again and bring lots of food. Today's walk changed my mood much more than I thought. I don't feel that nasty bad temper that stayed on my mind for so long. Is it thanks to the animal, or is it thanks to the cookie? Well, either one is fine. I returned home and stood in front of the mirror. Today's the second day I've looked at my face, but it looks like a different face from the one before my walk. I wonder if I look like the cutest girl in the neighborhood right now. I still don't think I'm going to be able to get used to this body. Even so, now that I have a way to get rid of my bad temper, I feel like I can keep going somehow. Well, that's neat. I'll do this on normal, I guess. I'll try Iru. There we go. Rank S? Wow. There's Suguri, okay. There we go. There you go. Defeat Suguri in normal, on hard, and arcade before time runs out. I think you were the only one... The only character-specific one that I had left. Yeah. The only other things are really hard mode on arcade and both story modes. Alright, a win's a win. Okay, I'll take that. Dang. Whew. I didn't realize I could get hit with my own attack there. Ah. Alright, let's see what Yuru's story is. We've been living on this planet for a while now. There was a little trouble at first, like language barriers and cultural differences, so it wasn't a totally smooth ride. Everyone worked hard to become friends, though, so things got better in no time at all. Nowadays, everyone gets along, and I'm having fun living here. Hey, gang, what should we do today? Today's a holiday, and the sun's shining brightly outside. It's a it's a very feel-good day. On days like this, there's always lots of kids going outside to play. At times like these, I like to join in too and spend the day just having fun. Iru, teach us another new game today. That's what the boys I was playing with today said to me. I'm the one who knows the most different games out of anyone here, really. I'm not sure if I should feel proud or a bit embarrassed. There's not much of a difference between the two sometimes. Well, I'm happy everyone's here today, so I'll try to teach them a great game, another way great game. I a great game, either way great game. Okay. Everyone understand the rules? Yes, yes. It feels great when I hear them respond so cheerfully. Okay then, I'm the monster. Quick, hurry up and find good places to hide. If I find you, I'll take away today's snacks. Today's game is hide and seek gamble. It's a great game, and the betting aspect makes it even more fun than usual. It's just ordinary hide and seek besides that, but there's a lot more tension. Today, everyone's betting their daily snacks. I'm the monster, so if I can find all the kids after they hide, I'll get their snacks. If I can't find any of them, I have to give them twice as many snacks. In a nutshell, this game is truly a case of heaven or hell for the kids. Not like I really plan to take their snacks away even if I win, though. I figured it was just about time to start looking when suddenly, "Hey everyone, I made cookies." Saki, a girl with orange hair, arrived on the field with freshly baked cookies. Saki's cookies? The children quickly completely forgot about the game and rushed out of their carefully thought out hiding spots, gathering around Saki. Wow, there's no need to rush. There's enough cookies for all of you. Saki looked a bit bewildered and surrounded by the kids, but she happily handed out cookies one after another. They looked so happy eating their cookies. As I watch, I can't help but sigh. There's no competing with those cookies. Maybe I was just a bit shocked at how easily the cookies stole the kids away from me. I lay down under a tree. I realized I was holding one of Saki's cookies in my hand, so I shoved it into my mouth. It tastes good. I guess there's no use worrying about it. I can't help it though. I'm jealous. While I was chewing, my mind started to wander. Wait a sec. I like cookies a lot. Maybe I could get to know everyone even better if I learned to make things like this. Maybe if I could make something like this myself. That's it. I've got to make cookies too. I don't know the first thing about making cookies, but all I've got to do is ask Saki. If I can learn to make delicious cookies, Saki will never beat me like that again. Huh? I guess it's kind of weird to look at it like this. Still, if I'm going to be friends with everyone, I've got to hang in there. When the next holiday arrived, I asked Saki to teach me how to make cookies. You want to make cookies too, Iru? Okay, sure. Let's make some together. Saki smiled brightly and said she'd teach me how to make them. But somehow, making cookies was a lot harder than I imagined. The real trouble is that making cookies involves several things I'm terrible at doing, like taking detailed measurements or baking for a very specific amount of time. Saki performs these tasks quickly and easily at her own pace. She started to leave me behind, but I did my best and didn't give up. My goal was simply to finish instead of worrying about the details. Ultimately, the result was a mysterious, gelatinous cookie. It's weird. We were making the same thing, but Saki ended up with cookies, while I made this jelly like substance. I'm not sure how this happened. I worked hard, though, and we shouldn't waste food. I went ahead and gave it a try. Ugh. Saki didn't want to taste it either, so she brought the terrible. Saki didn't want to waste it either, so she brought the terrible spoon to her mouth. Arrgh. Our faces froze. It was powdery, thick, and strangely warm. There was barely any sweetness at all. To be honest, it wasn't good enough to call food. Saki, I'm sorry. It's always like this at first. It's okay. Let's try again. Even with tears in her eyes, Saki smiled and cheered me up. Wow, she's so nice, even after I made her eat something so horrible. Okay, I'm going to do as Saki says. Next time, I'll do my best to make delicious cookies for everyone. By the way, about the jelly, Nanako ended up eating it all for us, complaining all the while. So on the next holiday, I stood in the kitchen, determined not to fail. Saki said she was behind me all the way, so today I should finally be able to make delicious cookies. I mixed the ingredient together in the exact amount Saki told me, at the exact speed Saki told me. Well, That's impossible, but I did my best on each task in hopes of making some good cookies, even if I wasn't as good as Saki. Iru, what are you doing? A boy was looking at me from outside the kitchen window. I'm kind of busy right now. I try to keep my eyes on the cookies as I reply. Hey, let's play a game, the boy calls out to me, sounding bored. I'm sorry, not today. Let's play again some other time, okay? I feel sorry for him, but I can't just leave, not if I'm going to make delicious cookies. All right. The boy nodded slightly and went away from the window. Iru, is everything okay? Right now, I just want to get this right. I can still make that boy happy as long as I make him a delicious cookie. A little while later, somehow I'd completed something that at least resembled normal cookies. Well, I used a mold, so they kept their shape. I wonder how they taste. Saki and I turned to each other and put a cookie in our mouths at the same time. This is all right. This time it actually tasted like a cookie. Iru, you really did it. Yes, I did. Saki, thank you. These were the kind of real cookies I couldn't have imagined making last time. They were so normal that I doubt I really made them myself. After all, Saki was showing me how to do everything. All right, this should make all the kids happy. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh, Kyoko? Suddenly, Kyoko was standing behind us, taking a cookie as she spoke. While you were making those cookies, the children had nothing to do, said Kyoko, chewing and talking at the same time. Of course they had nothing to do. The person who's best at playing games and having a good time wasn't there. This time it was Nanako who took a cookie from the plate. I wasn't there, so they were bored. I thought that if I brought them cookies, everyone would. Sure, they taste better compared to before, but it's best to let Saki take care of things like this. Everyone's good at different things. You're good at games, and Saki is good at making cookies. Both of these things make the children happy, so why can't we just do what we're good at? Wait, no, what I'm good at is games. And that makes the kids happy? Well, in that case. Furthermore, sometimes when you try too hard, it doesn't go well. The two of them said this, taking one cookie after another. Kyoko, Nanako, you're eating too many, after all the work Iru did to make these for everyone. No, Saki, it's okay. I understand now. It was strange for me to think about winning or losing to cookies. I should have just made friends with everyone in my own fun way. Realizing this, I could no longer keep myself still. I'm going to where everyone else is. I rushed to where everyone was at and said I was sorry for making them wait. Let's play another great game today. If Saki brings cookies, then I'll eat them along with everyone else. That way. When I reached the playground, the children gathered around me, just like they did when Saki brought those cookies. Iru, will you play with us? Sure, I'm sorry I'm so late. Let's play an amazing game today. Hearing that, everyone's eyes began to sparkle. Okay, I'll be together with everyone else in my own way. That way we can be friends and have fun together. Always. I don't remember what I had done for. Do this on normal. I think there was something. So I have to play as Saki, right? Hello, Legis. The story bit was mostly just something I unlocked for beating arcade mode with that character. And I lose. I had just gotten the achievement for beating both story modes with normal and hard. Okay, fine, whatever. I thought I had beaten them, but I guess maybe it just didn't click until now somehow? I don't know. Whatever. Playing Asaki is not an easy thing, at least not for me. Excuse me! Good grief! How the heck was I taking that much damage? Is it just because it's hard mode, or was there something else that was going on? Because, yeah, that's a lot of damage I'm taking now, all of us. Of course, the damage kind of goes both ways, doesn't it? Dang it. Hard mode doesn't play around, does it? Ow! Good grief, man. Okay, fine, sure. There we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, hard mode does not play around. Yeah. Oh, that's like online leaderboards. Okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. I think both this one and Suguri2 are just gonna get retired at this point. Because for whatever reason, the gameplay just feels kind of... It doesn't fit me, I guess. I already have some things lined up to replace them. I'll probably have to buy them first, but I'm gonna be getting a Steam gift card tomorrow, so I'll probably get them then and plug them into the systems, into the spreadsheet, and go, and we'll see whenever they pop up. But yeah, at least I got a couple more achievements, but that plus unlocking these long-winded story segments seems to be all we got going for this. Especially since I imagine the online mode's probably not very active. Not at this point. So yeah, unfortunately this is going to be a short one, but it is what it is at this point. So join me Thursday when we'll be taking another spin on the bullet hell wheel, and we'll see what comes of that. So until then, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice night.